I got a new prosthetic leg. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Jody St. Clair of the Learners and Makers, one of the family of four. We travel full-time and have since 2022. I'm also an above-the-knee amputee of 30 years. We recently came back to the US so that I could get a new prosthetic leg. I'm going to take you through that process. If any of this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get notified for our next video. What is the most common question that I get? Whenever I've told people about how I'm going to be getting a new prosthetic leg, they ask, "Oh, how often do you need to do that?" And the answer is actually a little bit complicated. That's because it depends on the part. So for this visit, I got both a new socket and a new knee, but I did not get a new foot. This is my old leg. And we're going to start with the socket because that is the part that actually takes the longest and is custom fit to me. For my first 25 years as an amputee, I was in a suction socket. A suction socket is a socket that fits you just right. The air is removed through a valve in order to keep it on. It's made similarly with two plastics. So this flexible plastic here, and then the hard carbon fiber plastic for structure on the outside. But it does mean that your skin is up against this plastic, not right up against it. It also wouldn't have windows like this because then there's nothing, the air can come in. So that suction socket worked for me for a very long time. But about 5 years ago, I decided to change to this type of socket, which is a hi-fi socket. The way that I fit into this is with a liner. I roll this liner onto me and it has this pin that locks inside the socket, so it is not coming off. This pin does allow for some rotation, which some people don't like, but there is another way of doing it with a strap that rotates less. I actually kind of like the rotation because then I can get my leg into a little bit more comfortable position when I am sitting versus walking. I just know how to adjust it quickly and easily. The hi-fi socket has been a great change for me because it lasts longer. So the suction socket lasted me usually 2 to 3 years. And that was because I would change shape. It was less forgiving with shape change. Or this flexible plastic would start to break down. It might get a little crack in it and be pinching my skin, or have something going on with this plastic where it was no longer working. And I would have to get a completely new socket made. This time, I didn't need a completely new socket. They actually used my old socket to start with. I needed a little bit of shape change, and I needed just a slightly different setup with the alignment. The way that they make a socket, whether it's a hi-fi socket or a suction socket, is they cast you and make a mold out of that cast so that it will custom fit you. It's a pretty cool process, and it is one of the reasons that prosthetics has to be done by hand and in person. There's no like standard socket. And I will say I've had a lot of prosthetists over the years, and they all do it a little bit different. So it's kind of exciting to see how it's going to turn out every time. And everybody brings in some new ideas every time I get a socket made. I had this socket for 5 years before I needed to get a new one. I did have to replace the liners in between, but the socket lasted much longer than any socket I'd ever had before, which was nice. With this new socket, I'm walking better. I'm aligned a little bit better again because I have changed a little bit over the last 5 years, which makes sense because our lifestyle has changed a lot. The other component that I was replacing this time was my knee. My knee is so important to me. I have been on a microprocessor knee for about 20 years now, a little over 20 years. And this will be my fourth microprocessor knee. They usually last around 4 to 5 years, and then they're ready to be replaced. I knew that my knee was getting close to being time to replace because the hydraulic fluid in it was no longer feeling reliable. The knee felt a little soft, and I didn't feel like I could put my weight on it and rely on the knee to hold my weight anymore. Hydraulic fluid over time, I believe it can evaporate off a little bit and it can get kind of sticky. So it loses its fluidity. And that's what causes that. My knee especially felt that way in the cold weather, which is another thing. The fluid is a little bit temperature sensitive. So when you're in really cold weather, you might notice something going wrong then. And that's actually when I very first noticed, was actually back in winter of 2025, I believe. I started noticing in January of 2025. And I waited a while. I knew it wasn't urgent, and I was just crossing my fingers. Please, please, please last. It did last fine. I didn't have any emergencies, but over time, it just felt less and less reliable. So by the time I was finished with it, it was a good thing that I was getting it replaced. A microprocessor knee is the hardest part with insurance. Half of my microprocessor knees have had insurance problems. This time, thankfully, it did not. I got approval right away, but I had to do a lot of doctor's appointments, assessments before to prove yet again that this knee was the correct knee for my activity level. It's definitely, I think, a little bit of a flawed system, but I am very thankful that I have access to a microprocessor knee. The last component that I did not get replaced this time is the foot. And my feet have typically lasted around 2 to 4 years. And this one is actually getting close to that 4-year mark, but it did not need to be replaced. For a little while, I was going through a foot every 18 months. And I asked my prosthetist, please give me something that is going to be a little bit more durable and last longer. And that was before we really were starting to travel full time. I knew I needed to be able to rely on my foot not breaking. This foot obviously has been more durable because I've put in a lot of steps and it's still going strong. I wouldn't be surprised though, in the next few years, I will need to replace this foot. It will wear out. So if I get 5 years out of this foot, I will be very, very happy with that. Getting a new prosthetic leg takes quite a bit of time. For me, this time, it has taken about 4 months from initiating the process of getting the prescriptions and approval to making sure the insurance will cover it, to getting the leg made and all of the alignment. I have my last appointment tomorrow, and it'll be just about a 4-month window. We did have the holidays in there, so that slowed things down a little bit. So a prosthetic leg typically needs at minimum of about 2 months to be made. So when you're thinking about getting your prosthetic, new components, you'll want to make sure you give yourself some time before your current prosthetic is worn out. I have to think about that a little bit ahead of time. I am so excited that I've got this new prosthetic leg to continue our adventures on. We'll be walking a lot. all over Japan and Europe this summer. So we've got lots of great things planned for this leg to be taking me around on. If you have any questions about what it's like to get a prosthetic leg or the components on my leg, please put a comment down below. I will do my best to get back to you. And otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye.